Another quick episode of Purdy Financial, and we're just going to keep it short and sweet here. We're going to look at the market ahead. This is going to be a fun market coming up. This fun week. A lot of big things happening. A lot of fun movements here across the indexes, and lots to talk about. So let's just jump right in. But first of all, thank you for being here. If you like it, if you find value, please go ahead and smash the like button. Please subscribe. We're looking to grow and do amazing things this year from ground zero, from scratch. So yeah, let's jump right in. So what's on the plan this week? We have a bunch of fun things come up. Pre-markets are all looking up. They're green. There's some really big economic data coming up. And then January 20th, we are 14 days away from Trump taking office for the second time, which whether you're, pro-Trump or not, doesn't really matter because it's going to have a huge impact on the market in this year. So let's switch over real quick and we'll just look at how the market is set up for this week. I want to begin with just the Mag 7 real quick. You can sort of see here on the right side, Tesla, Nvidia, all of them except for Apple are currently up in the pre-market. Tesla and Nvidia are the big drivers as we speak here, which is great. It's great to see this. We're in a strong market, I think, for the next 14 days. There could be, of course, ups and downs, pullbacks. So be ready to buy the dip. Don't be scared. Stay dialed in. Never sell everything. Dial back risk and exposure if you think you're overexposed. But don't be afraid. This is going to be another money making year, and it should be a good thing. There's always a chance, of course, the year's flat, the year's choppy, the year could go down. No one knows. Nobody knows. And if anyone says they do know, they're lying. Nobody knows how the year is going to be. But my conviction, my belief is um, it's going to be a good year with Trump and Team Doge, especially because the past 2 years we've had back-to-back 20% increases. And historically, there's no evidence to say the third consecutive year is going to be disastrous. I think there's been 4 times in history where you've had 2 good years back to back, and then the third year has been good, has been bad, and then this current cycle we're in, the prior data does not really tell us for sure if it's going to be a good or bad year. It's a coin flip, but the tailwinds are good. There's strong tailwinds. There's Doge, there's Elon Musk, there's Vivek, there's Trump, there's tariffs. There's all these things line up to make the American market stronger. Um, okay, that's my little short run over. Tesla, real quick, we gotta look at this because we love Tesla. We're in Tesla, and we're never selling Tesla. Go back a year. Let's go back 5 years real quick. So it's just important to see how Tesla's done this past 5 years. And back here was 2021 when it was around 395. So do your own math, do your own analysis. But I firmly believe with Elon Musk embedded in the heart and soul of Trump's administration, Tesla should do very well this year and next year, especially with Optimus, Robocar, other vehicles coming out, the Roadster, and then full autonomous driving. I think we're going to see a fantastic increase. We're above these trend lines, which is not too concerning for me because we'll pull back. I'll buy the dip. I'll add in my position. But I think most analysts, and long-term investors see Tesla pushing up to $500, $600 in the next couple of years, regardless of the earnings. Earnings don't really matter to Tesla because they're always going to do well. They're always going to sell loads of cars. They got huge fans, huge support. Um, a lot of Wall Street does not like Elon, does not like Tesla, so they're always going to talk nonsense about Tesla. But as you can see, the pre-market is up strong. People are favoring Tesla, and we'll maybe do a full deeper dive in these things as I get more time. I got 2 kids and a wife, so time is busy. I would love to get 30 minutes more to dive in individually on these stocks and look at all the different data. So that's the Mag 7 looking strong, looking healthy. And then we'll go over here to the cheaper side of things that I'm watching, things I'm following. Um, ABAT is an American battery company, and unfortunately, I didn't buy in here. I wish I had have. It was on my radar, and it's already soared up significantly to $3. So I need to do some more analysis in this one. But there is some opportunities here. Some great companies already showing 15 over 10% growths. Big Bear Era AI is one to watch. Kind of touted as the next Palantir. I am in there. I own a lot of shares. Might buy some more because they are showing some really good innovation, good strength, good growth. And then down towards the bottom, we have a few more important ones to see. HIMS is up about 5%, having previously pulled back. Very popular FinX stock. SoFi, our beloved SoFi, is doing really well. Pre-market is strong. It's up 2.3%, having been sold off horribly bad the past week. So this changes to the past month. With that terrible KBW analysis downgrading it to $8 made absolutely no sense. Insider nonsense again. So SoFi is climbing hard here, back up into the $15 range. Will it finish the week high? I think it will. I think we're going to see SoFi back into the high 15s, possibly touching $16 coming up to the inauguration day. And then one or two more here. Hover is a really cool startup technology company for electronic battery personal flight vehicles. It's gaining a lot of attention, a lot of traction. They had a big $9 million investment come in. I'm watching it. I bought some shares to kind of track it, and I am liking what I'm seeing. Pre-market is strong. It's showing signs of growth. We have a big indicator coming up here, of course, which would be the some headlines, forgive me, not data, but that's going to be interesting to watch. Earnings will be over here on July 30th, so quite a bit of time to the next earnings date. And then below here, Path is another one that's been getting a lot of popular attention, showing signs of growth, increase, great earnings potential. It's always been above estimation. So this one is doing very, very well. And I will probably scale into more of Path. Sorry, a bit of a head cold here, but you can sort of see what they do. They engage in sort of technology around developing the software platform, automation for businesses, healthcare, telecommunications. So they're in a very, very good industries that are all going to do very well. These industries will grow, and like what I see with Path. Um, and then we'll jump over here real quick to look at a few more, just to call them out. Microsoft, sorry, CleanSpark is killing it, up 15% almost, which is huge this past few days since January 3rd. Pre-market is up $1. Refresh that. And then MSTR, Mr. MicroStrategy, Mr. Saylor is probably going to buy more Bitcoin today or this week because he's always buying Bitcoin to add it to his portfolio. Highly volatile, highly speculative. We'll have highs and lows, so be careful with MicroStrategy. Avoid the 2x and 3x leveraged funds because they will rip your face off. They will melt your face off. They are dangerous. They don't seem to be tracking very well with how MicroStrategy performs. Do more research on that before you jump into MicroStrategy's MSTU or MSTX leveraged funds because they're just dangerous. Palantir, absolutely love Palantir. I'm glad I finally got involved, having missed it. My life was very busy last year with a lot of personal stuff going on that I'll maybe share later. But as you can see, Palantir is absolutely soaring up here, doing really well. Pre-market is down, which is fine. It'll probably rally and come back up again. But past 6 months, you can see the increase of Palantir. It has shown no signs of coming down below $50, I would say. It just keeps finding resistance here, back up, and then even back here, came down, resistance. This was probably one of the biggest sell-offs right here, and that was back in October. And then up here again, $59 coming down. People were like, oh, it's going to come back down towards the moving averages. Nope. Or rip back up, or rip back up. Just keeps ripping. Even this ginormous sell off here, this big red candle. Let's zoom in on that real quick on the 3 month chart. This big rip your face off drop down here. Panic. Oh, it's finally below the 50-day moving average. Nobody cares. It rips back up and it just keeps ripping back up. The only thing I can see is that it is finally getting closer to the moving averages. So time will tell, but will it dip back down into these ranges here, or is it going to push higher into the 80s? It may consolidate and go sideways around here, but I don't care. I bought it to hold it for the next 1 to 3 years. I'm not worried about it. I want to keep adding to Palantir every time it drops a bit. I might scoop up some shares, and then one or two more, and we're almost at 10 minutes here. But AMDA is doing very well this past kind of week. It had a bit of tough love there. It kind of fell pretty low into the low one teens, but now it is retracing back up again into the 120s, 130s. Pre-market strong. So a lot of good opportunities here this week. Things looking very strong, and the view, well, Hood, we should talk about Hood real quick. Hood has had ups and downs like crazy, as you can see. It's a very volatile little mover, and it's had a really nice run up the past 2 days. So I'm expecting Hood to have a really good, strong 2025. Maybe I'll do some projections later in a separate video, but I think it's going to finish the year above 50, possibly $60 if we don't have a nuclear war or World War III or something stupid like that. The Vanguard S&P 500 index ETF is one of my favorites. Always adding to this in my base portfolio. I bought here in this big drop off, which was lovely, and then it's showed signs of recovering. I think it's going to rally back up here into Trump's inauguration, as long as we don't have any sort of crazy breaking horrible news for the country. So, and then Bitcoin, last one. Always love to finish on Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is driving the sentiment of the market. There's a lot of attention on Bitcoin. Currently, it's up by 0.5%. Will it break $100,000? I think it will. I think it's going to smash 100K this week. So that's my projection. That's my flag in the sand. Bitcoin will go over 100K this week, and then it will rally so strong into Trump's inauguration. And then once Trump's in office, it's going to be all eyes on a strategic Bitcoin reserve in some capacity for the American government or the American financial, whatever you want to call it, a new department. Who knows? But Bitcoin most likely will have some sort of legal standing in the American government this year. It's going to be super exciting. So, and then we'll just finish over here real quick. Economic data. The most important thing first is Friday. It's going to be non-farm payrolls. That's going to be the biggest one to see right here. We currently have consensus at 160. Previous was 227,000, and the forecast is 200,000. So where will the actual number fall? We honestly don't. No one knows. I hope it's going to be somewhere just in line. Hopefully not a big decrease. That could send a bit of a shockwave through the market. And then of course, how much of this data can we trust, right? How much of this data is already baked into the market, baked into projections, or straight up manipulation? Because you're a fool if you believe everything you hear or see. Question everything, test everything, refine everything, and hopefully you will do very well. And then of course, apart from that, there you got other big data coming in on Friday. It's going to be a fun morning, hearing how this all impacts. Tom Lee should be giving it absolute stacks. And then on Thursday, there's a few more big data for America. The Fed is speaking quite a bit, all different sort of Fed leaders speaking. And then Wednesday, I think there was some decent data on Wednesday too. Productions, changes, gasoline, bunch of good stuff coming in. So all good information that will help. Oh, the FOMC minutes right there, and the consumer credit change. So it's going to be a good week. Just be aware of that jobless claim coming in too. So a lot of good data we'll get this week. And then finally, I wish you all a wonderful week to your stock market. Stay strong, don't give up, stay committed, and hopefully you will have a wonderful year. And I'm hoping to have my best year yet. So appreciate it. Have a wonderful day. See ya.